Hello, happy Wednesday. How is everyone? Good, bad, happy, sad? All right, we got good stuff going on tonight. Let's see who's here. We have, Michael S. getting in early. Says, first, good evening, all you wonderful whiskey people. Bounce back and forth between you and Mash and Drub St. Jude's fundraiser. Thank you. I think it's really important that you guys do check out that fundraiser. Usually Jason does try to wrap up a little early, but he's doing the end of blend again. He's doing a great fundraiser. So yeah, popping back and forth, that's not a bad thing. Don't forget to hit his like button when you're over there. So, but I'm glad you're here with me. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. We got William Reynolds saying cheers. Cheers. And Whiskey Mountain is telling everybody how to get into the giveaways tonight. That is pinned at the top. It's also around my screen, around my head. You can see it. Hit the like on the way in. Sean Peak is here. Hi, Sean. Good evening. MC is here saying, hey, y'all. Hey, Em. Hashtag Team Wench. Mr. Mom 310, good evening from Northeast Oklahoma. Cheers. Cheers. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you for coming to say hello. Malam, Salante, cheers. Oh, see, now you're just messing with me because you saw me screw up all the other languages the other night. No, I'm glad you're here. And Dez is here. Hey, Dez. How's it going? Okay. So we got good stuff going on tonight. We do have some special guests. You guys know that I love hearing about what some of the women are doing in the whiskey industry, no matter where they are in their journey, whether they're an assistant, whether they're bartending, whether they've founded something, whether they're a distiller, a blender, whatever, other YouTubers. I just think it's so cool the way that women are getting into the industry a little bit more. And I have two women that I'm really excited to introduce to you guys tonight. A little craft distillery. Hey, William Davilar's in here. He might be in my kitchen with some friends, maybe like Scott Smith or maybe some others. Glad they're here. And Michael S. Whiskey Mountains, 2 entries via Venmo. You're a badass tracking for 2 channels. She is a badass for checking 2 channels tonight. She's in the background. She's tracking mine. She's tracking for Jason's fundraiser. She's got all these spreadsheets and she's freaking fantastic. We love her. Let's see what Michael S. did. He got in early with $10 and says first, he says. Well, you were first. Is that good luck? Maybe. Scott says, here's to a great show. And then people are saying hi to my husband because, everybody loves my husband. Not as much as me, but they do. Okay. So tonight we're going to be talking about, let me show you this. This is Lodestar Whiskey. Now let's talk about how unique this is, okay? This is an American whiskey, and they blended a high rye with a single malt. A single malt and a high rye. You guys know how I feel about rye. Could go either way. But I've been letting it open up. So, and you know what I did? I even brought out a rock to see how it is on a rock. Why not? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and bring in my special guests tonight. This is Anna Axster and Wendelin von Schroder. I wrote it down so I didn't pronounce it wrong because you know how I am with words. So, all right. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
We are so excited that you took time out of your day to come on the show and tell us about your whiskey. I'm looking at it. I gotta tell you, I love the label. I love the colors that you went with.
Thank you.
All the stuffs. Did you guys design your label?
We worked with a local designer that we found, and it was a collaboration. But she did the design, but we spent a lot of time figuring out what color we wanted and how, a lot of thought went into it for sure.
So like you gave her all your inspiration and she put it together.
Kind of, yeah. And then we kind of went back and forth and had some tweaks, and she had some ideas, and it was a really fun process. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's how all good logos and how all good labels and all that is just a good collaboration of various different ideas and like word vomiting them all out and then picking through them.
Yeah, you always want somebody to bring ideas to the table. At least we do.
Yeah, the more brains on that, the better.
Yeah. Mollum is here. Fun fact, my husky loves the smell of whiskey.
Oh, well, great
go.
husky.
I mean, you know, just don't set your glass down and it'll all be good. Okay. So we are doing our usual giveaways tonight. I'm probably not going to talk a lot about them, guys. You guys know what to do, how to get in. Tag Whiskey Mountains. Hopefully I changed that in the description. I probably didn't, actually. Whoops. It is Whiskey Mountains that you want to tag. Oh well, I'll just keep announcing it. It was a crazy week, guys. Crazy week. And I think I did everything but that. So maybe if someone with admin privileges pops in here, we can change it. Otherwise, we're just going to go with it. Lee is in for 4. She's in for 4. Good luck, Lee. And good job tagging. It says women whiskeys. That's what hers said. Women whiskeys. Lee might also be in my living room. I'm not sure.
Sounds like you've got a good party going on over there.
I know. So there's a local distillery, winery, like 2 or 3 country blocks up the road. And everybody just kind of comes over here. And when there's new wines to taste, they bring them down and we all sit around and give our opinions. And it's a good time.
That's great.
That's fun.
Okay. I've got... Oh, hi, there you are. I just got your private chat. All right. Matthew Parks is here as well. Guys, we're gonna get into this Lodestar, but I want to hear a little bit about the ladies. We have actually not spoken in person. We've emailed and we've texted. So we're gonna kind of pick their brains a little bit. Matthew Parks, I know, that made me sound so Idaho, didn't it? Okay. So tell me, now this is a high rye and a single malt. Okay. So if I remember right, you guys came from music and film industry for like 10 years, right?
Yes. Yeah, for 10 plus years for a while. Yeah, we worked in that field and we worked together for over a decade. So we're also family. We're cousins. So we were kind of business partners and cousins, and we traveled a lot and visited pretty much every state in the country and many countries abroad, and developed a taste for whiskey and tried many different whiskeys, little obscure ones that you can't get anywhere. And then obviously everything that's available, and really honed in on what we loved and didn't love. And, but we're busy with our careers at the time. And over time realized that we didn't feel super represented, I guess, in the space as women, and just kind of noticing how a lot of brands seem to be still marketing predominantly to men. And this little idea started brewing, and it really became a big passion. And we started learning about distilling and visiting distilleries and just kind of educating ourselves. And then when the pandemic hit and everything came to a halt in entertainment, we looked at each other and we were like, this is the moment. We're going to pivot and we're going to follow our passion. And so here we are.
Oh my gosh. So how did, before all that, when you were in music and film, there's the Woohoo Girls, there's the fruity drinks, there's rum, why whiskey? I mean, how did you end up drinking whiskey? Was that just because that's what everybody in your industry was doing?
Yeah, that was the drink of choice pretty much. And it was available everywhere, and we just kind of...
Yeah, we spent a lot of time, on the road, and it was what was always available. And then, you just start drinking it. And then we started realizing, at least for me, it was always around growing up. Like I remember my dad drinking it, things like that, but I never drank it. I mean, if it was in something, I would drink it, but it wasn't something I naturally gravitated towards. And then when I started drinking it, I was like, wow, I really like it. And I love how much variety there is within the category and how different whiskeys have vastly different flavor profiles. And,
Yeah.
you know, we fell in love with the product, like everything from how it's made and who makes it and what influences flavor to, you know, just sitting back with friends and having a whiskey. So, and
I
we
think that's
had a
awesome.
lot of women who felt the same way, you know,
Yeah.
that like, yeah, I love whiskey, of course, you know. So
Mike Mullum says, shout out to Women's History Month. Nothing better than women making history by making and sharing whiskey.
Yay!
Sean Peak is in for 4. Sean, good luck with that. Ladies, so what we do is we do some giveaways at the end, and every $5 donation gives them an entry. And Sean sent $20 and says, cheers to more women in the whiskey world.
Yay!
Cheers.
So I've been smelling on this a little bit, and I get the lemon meringue pie without the meringue, like that jelly, the gel set lemon in a lemon meringue pie. I definitely get that on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Very bright.
Mm-hmm.
I love bright whiskey though. Now, you guys don't know this, but when I first got into whiskey, I would drink Japanese. I love Irish, but I could not do rye. And as time's gone on, I realized it's not that I don't like rye. There's certain notes in some ryes that I don't like.
Okay.
So I was very concerned that I would bring you on here and I would taste your whiskey.
And you would hate this product.
There's my disclaimer.
Well, this suspense is killing me.
I have to tell you, I had the same experience. I always say it's like new car smell. Like some ryes taste like new car to me.
Mhm.
This one does not.
Okay, so Matthew Parks, I think that's a really great story. Love that you have an American single malt of all things. ASMs were my gateway world whiskey several years back. McCarthy's, Westlands, Stranahan's, Balcones, etc. And now I need to get a Lone Star.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, so when we kind of honed in on what we loved in terms of flavors, what we wanted, we had developed this clear idea of what we wanted in the bottle, and then wrote like a flavor brief and figured all that out. And then we realized the way we would achieve what we wanted to create would be through blending. And so that's how we ended up doing this with a high rye bourbon and an American single malt.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, ladies, the one thing that I absolutely loved when I started kind of, even when I just looked at the bottle, and then I started kind of looking in, you guys are so transparent about the fact that you are sourcing and blending.
Absolutely, yeah. And we love blending. We think it's such a creative process, actually.
Yeah. I don't know why there are so many people that put a stigma on that, because blending is a talent and it's fun. And I mean, on the other channel that's kind of running over right now, they're doing the end of Blend-A-Geddon, which is a huge whiskey community blending competition. Mm-hmm. So blending's fun.
Yeah,
I think it's great you're so transparent. Okay. Aaron Pierce in for 4. Let's see. Aaron, yes, you are. Says, getting all my entries in before Adriana yells at me. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a couple of tastes. I'm curious though, when you made such a huge pivot, which I think is awesome, because not many people can pivot that quickly when they're faced with something so unknown like a pandemic. When you made this huge pivot, it sounds like you were kind of toying with it for a while. What was the reaction from the people around you?
That's an interesting question. I don't think anybody's ever asked us that before. Yeah. I guess like a lot of people in our immediate community of friends and family were like, yeah, hell yeah, that sounds great. You guys should do that. And then when we started kind of communicating it a little wider than that, the reaction was was really overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
People were kind of into the idea and were excited about more women being in whiskey. And
I think too,
it was encouraging
that we both had worked together for a really long time successfully. So I think people were like, oh yeah, that makes sense that they would want to do something else. And we built a music festival, and we had other projects that we'd worked on together. And so I think it wasn't that big of a leap to try something else that was new. Obviously whiskey and the spirits industry is a completely different industry. So there's definitely things that we had to learn and are still learning, but that's really exciting too, to us, to keep learning.
So you guys were founded just last year, right? 2023?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just launched like 2 months ago. We're
brand new. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Because I've looked, and you guys are getting a lot of press. So the fact that you just launched, and I mean, I wrote it down, some of them down here that I read that, the American Whiskey Magazine, they were talking about a whole different perspective that you guys have. And I mean, it's just, I was looking, and it's like all this press and stuff, and then all the events you're doing. Yeah. All right, real quick.
Events, especially because we love meeting people, and we really want to grow our brand organically and authentically. And we feel like by getting out there and meeting consumers and talking to them and getting their feedback and all that is really important to like building that very solid foundation. So that's definitely something we love to do.
And that's so unique. I love that. Which is why when I started kind of reading up on you guys, I'm like, I have to have them on the show, because I think that is a perspective that is going to help unify this community, expand it, bring in people that think outside the box and aren't kind of. Sometimes you see whiskeys. Don't get me wrong. I like whiskey, but they're all trying kind of for the same goal. Not all, but you see that a lot. And we're getting a lot of these new craft distilleries and blenders that are thinking outside the box, and it fascinates me.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try this. Fun. That's something that I really enjoy seeing too.
Drum roll.
MC, thank you for dropping their website. So I appreciate that. You can find all the information on their website, and if I'm correct, they can buy on your website. Yes,
that's right. So, yeah, there's also a store on there,
so you can pick a bottle up. All right, here we go. Wow, that single malt really comes out on the finish.
It does, right? Yeah, it has that malted long finish.
Oh my gosh, it rounds out. Like I'm not getting slapped by the rye. It really does round out.
We like this. We like the complexity of the rye and like the kind of spice, but we also, just like you mentioned earlier, we don't like having a rye slap us over the head.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought to blend those two together. And you can ask anybody in my chat. If I don't like your stuff, I'm gonna be like, just not my profile.
Yes, we're all about honesty and transparency. So anything you don't like, please be honest.
It's really good. I better back up just for a second, because I don't want to miss this, because Taste and Sensibility First is in for 4 entries. And I keep interrupting you guys. And says donation, Lodestar, and giveaway. Okay. And then I wanted to touch on this. Matthew Park says Rise and High Rise are absolutely amazing. American single malts are also perfect and add certain nuance and personalities. Put them together and it sounds like my jam.
Thank you, Matthew.
Matthew Park, you and I have very similar profiles. I think you would really like this. So I definitely got more of that lemon meringue or the lemon gel pudding on the nose. Here I get more of the baked spice. You still have the citrus kind of floating over the top, but the baking spice really comes through, but it's not aggressive, which is probably that single malt kind of rounding that out, because you get that grain on the finish.
Yeah. And it's still 90 proof, but it doesn't make you grow hair on your chest. Like, it was really important to us to make something that was really approachable. We wanted people like yourself who are connoisseurs to enjoy it, but people who are newer to the category to try it and feel like it was something that you could approach easily. It was easy drinking. So that's what the goal was.
And it is. It comes in, it's not aggressive in any way, shape, or form, but you can kind of, I'm looking at the glass because I got to tell you, look at that, guys. That is gorgeous. But it really has so many layers to it that I'm sitting here trying to think of all the notes that I'm getting in it. Okay. 90 proof is really respectable, Sean Peak. So I forgot to tell you guys, this is 90 proof, high rye, single malt. You can get it at their website, and they are distributed through California. They just launched literally a few months ago is what they just said. And it's $45. So they've got a reasonable proof, a reasonable price point. And that's getting lost in today's world, I think, in my opinion. I love high proof whiskey. I also love to sit out on my back patio and have a good 90 proof sipper. So there is, it's not creamy, but it definitely coats the whole mouth. Almost oily. Now, I noticed that there's not an age statement. Are you keeping it non-age stated?
Yeah, I mean, but we're also not, I mean, we're, like we say, we're transparent. So what you have in the bottle there, the bourbon, the high rye bourbon is almost 4 years old, and the single malt is just over 2 years.
Okay. It does not taste young. I will say that. It's got a little bit of that youthful hotness to it, but not like, sometimes I drink young whiskey and I'm like, whew.
Yeah.
Oh, see there, Matthew Parks. Look at that. And I was saying earlier, for those of you that just joined us, they're so transparent, and that earns so much respect from so many people. There's so much stuff in the news right now about people trying to figure out, who's hiding stuff, who's not. I think it's very smart to come out and be like, we want to do things different. We want to try things different. We want to tell you what we're doing so that everybody can get excited about it.
And I think for us, it's like really was very flavor first, right? We were driven by flavor, and we had a very exact idea in our head of what we wanted. Our flavor brief was very detailed. And when we started working with a master blender, they even said that it was so fun because they hadn't seen flavor briefs that were like as detailed and quote unquote creative as what we had delivered. And I think we just coming at it from as somebody or people who just drink and enjoy whiskey, not from the industry necessarily. I think we didn't realize that we were bucking tradition by, it just didn't happen that way. And we were just, we've said that before, that we were following the flavor and not the rules. We were just put something in the bottle that we love to drink.
I think that's so cool because, like, I was kind of reading your backstory a little bit, and you guys truly just came in and go, we love whiskey. Let's blend some and let's get it out there. Let's distribute it. I mean, it wasn't that easy, but
no, it took a long time. But how the idea started was kind of like that. Yeah. And was like, we wanted to create something that we felt there weren't that many products out there that were kind of speaking to us in that way, both from like a brand perspective, but also from a flavor perspective.
So tell me, ladies, before this, when you guys were drinking whiskey backstage and doing all that, what were your flavor profiles? What'd you guys go for?
Different stuff, one whiskey that was just always around and available that we both really enjoyed was just Jameson.
Yep. We love Jameson. I also really like Irish whiskeys. So
yeah. A whiskey out of Chicago, I think that we really ended up loving is Koval.
Not familiar. What was it again?
It's Koval. Koval.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have seen that.
They have some different expressions, but yeah, we really kind of loved what they were doing. I don't know. There were so many. I can't think.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. People ask me that question. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed Bruichladdich, which is not an American whiskey, obviously, but it's like it is a Scotch, and it's not peated super heavily, and it's also got like all of those fun malty flavors, and it's a really long finish. So that's something that I always enjoyed drinking. But yeah, there's been many many different ones tried.
So I'm not. I like Scotch. I don't like a heavy peat. I don't like a smoke. And we are getting ready in about, I don't know, 2 months, month and a half. We're taking going to Scotland and then Ireland.
Fun.
Oh, nice.
So excited to try all the Irish whiskeys.
So much fun.
So it'll be good. And then I also saw you guys do, like I said, a lot of events. What kind of events do you do?
Different stuff. Like we recently did an event for a local nonprofit here where we are that is like supports music programs in public schools. Like it's called Elemental Music, and it was a big event with lots of different. It was like a food tasting situation, and we brought our whiskey and a cocktail there, and it was a really kind of fun. It was a good cause and a fun event to be a part of, and then. We're doing actually this Saturday a pre-Oscar party that we're presenting a cocktail at. What else? We just did an art opening. Like it's all over the map, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing a women who
whiskey. We're doing an event with them next week. A whiskey tasting for their LA chapter.
Awesome.
And it's all these different.
They're not up here. They're not even close.
Yeah, and we try to like both kind of in the whiskey world a little bit, but we also try to do events and meet people and kind of have people introduce people to Lodestar that are not necessarily whiskey drinkers or that kind of the same. Our aim was to create a product that's high quality and stands up to somebody who's really familiar with whiskey, but also it was like Wendelin said earlier. Approachable for people who are kind of new to the category.
Yeah.
Well, when I noticed that, like on your webpage, you love making cocktails. It looks like there's all kinds of cocktails. And what you don't know is we took a break from it and it's going to be coming back. We do criminals and cocktails, which is true crime while we make a cocktail.
Oh, that's
so fun. So we're getting ready to start doing some of those pop-ups. We used to do it every month. I kind of don't want to commit to exactly when, but we're going to start doing the pop-ups because it takes a lot of research. You don't want to get anything wrong.
Do you have themes? Like, do you have themes that you go by? Do you try to like pair the cocktail to the crime story?
Oh my God, that's a great idea. No. No, what I usually do is I put like 4 cocktails in my Patreon group and let them vote on it. And whatever they vote on is what we make.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
I do love that idea of a theme, though. I don't know. That might be kind of weird. I don't know. Here we go. Matthew Park says, Michelle, looks like you might have found some new co-stars for when you bring back your CNC segments. He also says, you are definitely doing some great things to promote your new brand well.
Oh, thank you.
So before this is so good. I'm going to pour more in this glass. And So what is your favorite cocktail to put it in?
It depends on the mood, really.
It does. Our kind of like signature one that we have made the most is a Lodestar iced tea.
Yeah, and it has a smoky black tea in it, which if you don't like smoke, maybe not your thing, but it's like a riff on, I guess, an Long Island iced tea. It's got the tea, it's got fresh lemon juice, a little bit of simple syrup, the whiskey, and then an orange twist. And it like is really comes together well. The orange goes well with other notes in the whiskey, and the smoke is nice with the rye, I think.
And the smoke is like it's definitely there, but it's subtle enough to where it doesn't like overpower.
Is that on your website? Is that one of the ones that was on your website?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
I love summer cocktails like outside on the patio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm having a hot toddy right now, so that's also an oldie but a goodie. And then we have a really fun one too, which is an espresso tonic. So it's espresso with Lodestar, and then just tonic water, and also an orange twist, and fun to drink in the summer.
And it's over
a little
ice?
coffee kick. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I was thinking this might make a really good old fashioned.
Yes.
With all the, you know, or actually, you know what, this would make a good smoked old fashioned.
Oh,
with that,
yeah.
that rye and that single malt in there.
Good idea.
Yeah, I love an old fashioned.
How do you make a smoked old fashioned? Do you use smoky bitters?
I actually have a smoking kit.
Oh, that's special.
Not one of the big fancy ones. Mine's like you buy it on Amazon for like $25 and you put it over.
Yeah. I should play around with that. That sounds super fun.
I'm bougie like that. Mistress Mom 30 says, does Lodestar make a good Godfather or Rusty Nail?
That's a great question. I have not tried it in either of those cocktails, but now we will. We'll have to get back to you.
So now, see, Mr. Mom, you asked a question, so now you have homework. You have to learn those and then come back later and make a comment under the video so that I can clip it and send it to them, and you tell us either it was horrible, don't do it, or it was pretty good. Now you have homework.
I recently made like a chocolatey Manhattan with Lodestar, and that was really good.
I've never had anything like that. That sounds kind of good.
We bought some Woodford Reserve barrel-aged chocolate bitters. They're delicious, and made a Manhattan with that. It was really good.
So I like that because I don't like a chocolate martini. That's not really my thing.
Yeah,
but a chocolate bitters, that might. Mr. Mom says I need to find some. Well, yeah, they have a website. They have a website, Lodestar. Is it lodestar.com? I wrote it down. LodestarWhiskey.com. Yeah, LodestarWhiskey.com. I should have put it in the description. Guys, I will go back when we get done here, and I will put the links in there for you guys to check it out. I'll maybe even put in some of the press that they've gotten, some of the links so you can read a little bit about them. Because I'm telling you, these women knocked it out of the park. I was so amazed looking at the press and the events when you literally just launched. And I'm always scared about trying whiskey I've had some stuff sent to me from people that just launched or you know, maybe been around a couple years. So I was a little nervous. You guys know me, I won't lie. This is really good. Like, it's so rounded. Oh, Sean Peak already found the site and ordered a bottle.
Yay.
And Mr. Mom 310 says more homework. Uh-oh. So Malam, I gotta tell you, Malam, I hope you didn't let me down. Malam is in for 5 entries. He always makes us laugh. You better have done a good one. Don't let me down. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on for this. Here we go. Whiskey blends send someone's senses to intense, dense flavors. Sippin' simple pours with friends signify stupendous favors. Single malt grinds inside the Glencairn got me torn. Seeking American or just straight reppin' rye. Maybe it's a tie, but now mic drop goodbye.
Boom.
I'm sure I annihilated that.
Bravo.
That was so bad. Not you, Malam. It was great. I really did that one horribly. I'm so sorry. I'm going to practice. Good luck. We got Scott. Scott is in for 4. Says cheers to women and whiskey.
Cheers.
You know what? Cheers. Des loves chocolate bitters. So when I'm assuming you didn't just blend this and it was amazing. So you probably had some trials. What was it about this one in particular that you went, that's it? Was there a certain note or?
Yeah, I think we were, like, you already kind of hit the nail on the head. We were really looking for those citrus notes. That's something that I, for one, really like in certain Irish whiskeys. And I was like, we both agreed that we really wanted that to be in the blend. And then we wanted the blend to have a long finish, to not just, end at the back of your palate, to that it kind of keeps going. We were really particular about mouthfeel. We didn't want it to be too syrupy, because we feel like if you're newer to the whiskey category, that's something that you kind of have to get used to. But we also didn't want it to be super thin. We wanted it to have body and to be wonderful when you just drink it neat. And then the spice notes were important to us, because I mean, we both really enjoy baking spice and a lot of things. It works wonderfully in cocktails. And it just gives it that backbone, kind of character that we were looking for.
Now, I will say that you actually nailed that. Like, the mouthfeel is not so creamy and syrupy that you're like, it's on my tongue, but it's not like, oh, wow, that was so thin, I feel like I got gypped. Now, on the finish, I did notice, I hope this is what you're going for. If not, I'm really sorry. But on the finish, I noticed that I know it's the single malt, but it's a grain note, and it lingers. That's a long finish, but the spices drop right off. It works for me. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
So, well, then you nailed it.
Yeah, it's like, it's like it's telling you a story. You drink it, and it's like you get certain, this is also the beautiful thing about drinking whiskey in general, but like, we just really like the way that our story ended up, the progression of it.
Amazing. Yeah, you definitely did that. Fifth Quarter Tailgate, Scott, member for 16 months. Thank you for being a member. And yeah, catch the replay. I will tell you right now, my thoughts are with you. You are on the right path, my friend. Keep me updated. Thanks for stopping in, and get some rest. So you're telling a story. The story that I'm tasting is, look, you get your dessert before your dinner. So you get your meringue pie, and then you get like what would maybe like cloves on. I mean, I don't taste ham, but I'm thinking like ham with cloves. It's interesting. It's so layered that I don't know that I've ever had anything like this. It's hard to compare it to anything other than if I didn't know anything about the backstory, I would think there was multiple blenders with totally different palates wanting to get their stuff together, fighting over it, and then compromising on something that was amazing. That's what I picture.
It was a little more intentional than that.
I know. Maybe that's maybe how I would do it. No, but
do you get some dried fruit on the end too? Because I get dried fruit. It's cereal, yes, but I also get like dried fruit.
Okay, so I don't know that I get dried fruit. Okay, I explain my notes really weird. Everybody knows that. You got to bear with me. It reminds me of, I put like dried cranberries or dried strawberries in my oatmeal. And it kind of reminds me of that right before that grain takes over on the finish. What I love is that it's not drying in any way, like on the palate. Dried fruit.
So the thing I love also about whiskey too is that it's like subjective. It's subjective to a certain degree, right? It's like there's like overarching things, but that's the great thing about taste and smell, is that it evokes different memories and different feelings in different people. So
absolutely. And I think that a lot of people, they're calling the same notes, but they're calling them off their memories. And so, and then honestly, everybody's senses are different. It could be what you had to drink earlier. It could be that, like when I first started, oh, look, so there's the cheat sheet for your cocktails that M put up. And then, so when I first started, I started on Instagram, and like my first video was like sideways, and it's not cute. But it drove my husband crazy because I would have these notes. He knew what they were. I didn't. And I've never pretended to be anything I'm not. So I'd be like, the biggest joke around here is I was like, that smells like dirty berries in a plastic container from the store. You open it up, you haven't washed, you get that dirty berry. It's like, tell that's moss and fruit. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I saw a question here for you guys. Matthew Park says, do you have any plans or ambitions to expand your company down the road, like spirit offerings, events, marketing, etc.?
I mean, we do, obviously. We want to, like Wendelin was saying earlier, we want to kind of build a really strong foundation for the brand. So we're starting very local here, and we're trying to build strong relationships and cannot grow it too fast so that we can kind of maintain the foundation of the brand. But yeah, the idea is to a year or so down the line, hopefully do another expression. And as far as like marketing and stuff, I feel like we're doing that in our local market at the moment, and then we obviously hope to expand into other markets soon.
Yeah.
I don't know that you're going to have a choice with all the press and stuff that you're getting. I think that you're going to get caught up in the momentum, and you're going to have to pivot a little more.
Yeah,
okay, I wanted to talk about this on a rock real quick.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, if you find that the rye or the malt is too prominent here, throw it on a rock. It didn't mute it, but it smoothed it a little bit more. I like the layers and the uniqueness, but not everyone first getting into whiskey is going to love that. So putting it on a rock and letting it sit for a second would be awesome for a new whiskey drinker, in my opinion. Sometimes when you do that, it throws all that stuff right up in your face, but it doesn't do that with this.
Yeah,
for me it's a little light, but I think it'd be awesome for because it doesn't mute it, it just makes it light, if that makes sense. So Mullen says, it's been said that eating a sweet food before your meal is best. It opens the saliva glands and prepared you better for what's to come.
That is so interesting, and I wish we could claim that we knew that.
Don't tell your children that.
Okay, that sounds like with an argument for their parents. Would some smoke on it be good? You know, honestly, Mom, you know how I feel about smoke. I think if you smoked it with a smoker, it would be good. I don't know that adding something smoky to it would be my palate. It might be yours, but we all know how I feel about that. But I think smoking it in an old fashioned, or I'd be curious what it would be like smoking it on a rock. Why don't you play around with it and put it in a comment and let us know? Or you're close enough to me. Let's just try it. Let's try it sometime. Bring your wife and we'll do it. Able to order dessert. Okay. So we've talked about kind of where it came from. We talked about that your family and friends were pretty supportive. When you first started doing it, like, you have to jump through a lot of hoops, right?
Yes. Yep.
From the time the idea was born, which sounds like it was way before you actually went, we're going to do it. From the time it was born, how long was it till you got really serious and then to where you were able to launch? Was it a couple of years? I mean, what was that timeline like?
I would say from the time the idea started kind of forming, but it wasn't like anything we were actively pursuing in any way, was probably a couple of years, maybe a year and a half or 2 years till we were like, yeah, we should do this. And again, circumstance was a part of it.
Yeah.
The pandemic happened and that kind of we had so much more time on our hands and it allowed us to just be open to doing something so different. And then from really starting to work on the blend and everything to having it in the bottle was probably another year and a half or so.
Yeah.
And then,
that's not very long. That is two very determined women. I'm saying. Did you find it hard to get in with the connections that you needed? Because in this industry, you have to have some connections to make this stuff happen. Was that difficult because you weren't in the industry? Was it easy? Was it difficult because you were a woman? I mean, where do you think all those little hills and valleys were?
I think there's definitely, as women, we definitely had some hurdles there. But generally speaking, it was really wonderful how opening and welcoming people were. We went to a bunch of different events, and we went to a Women Who Whiskey event in Long Beach, and we met the founder of, also a woman, founder of a Scotch brand, Sia Scotch. And we really loved what she was about and her story, and the Scotch was delicious. And so after the event, we just went up to her and asked her a bunch of questions.
I love that.
And she must have, I don't know if she thought we were a bunch of weirdos or not, but we we got her contact info, and then she was so lovely and generous with her time and was like, yeah, why don't we set up a call and I will answer all your questions. And we were like, where do you get bottles from? And like, what kind of corks should we use? And those kinds of things.
Yeah. And what was her name again?
Her name is Corinne, and she's the founder of Sia Scotch.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was really, it was a nice process. I mean, hurdles, licensing definitely was a big hurdle. That's just a lot of red tape to have to get through.
Yeah.
I don't know, a certain amount of tenacity helps with that one.
Yeah. And
I do know something I wanted to ask you about, because I think this is huge. And I got to look at my notes because I don't know how to say the first word, but it was the Distill Ventures, and that program that they picked like five brands out of everyone that they helped, not helped, but
it's like a pre-accelerator program, and they do, it's an accelerator for spirits basically, and
they focus on underrepresented founders
in this specific program that we got in. And this was actually something that Corinne from Sia mentioned to us. She was like, you should look into this. And we just cold emailed them and applied, and ended up getting funding from them and also getting into this program. And it's been really amazing because they have a whole team that's been super supportive, and that also kind of just helped us navigate the industry a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at that and I'm like, if you think about that, with the entire industry, five got their backing, and you were one of them. And because you went, you know what, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? You don't get anything if you don't ask.
Exactly. Yeah. You just got to try it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were actually also the first whiskey that got into their program, so that was cool.
Really?
Too. Yep.
Into their pre-accelerator. They have another program that had whiskeys in it, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like the other one was like a pre-mixed tequila or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's awesome. So I think it's like they give you a grant, like a small grant, very small grant, to help you out, but they give you support for like 9 to 12 months, like just helping you along. And I just think that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. They're really great. And then I just went to the ACSA in Denver, Colorado, and that was really cool too, because again, it's like all these people from the industry and everybody is really kind, and they're like, oh yeah, if you have any questions, just email me. And they're just very open, and it's a really great community. It's really nice to be part of that community, and community is something that is very important to us. It's one of the things that we love most about working in film and entertainment, is bringing people together around shared experiences. And so that is really something that we want to do with our whiskey. We want to bring people together. So it's great to like also know that you have more community, at your back.
Well, and I think that's why, even like just the whiskey community, I don't know about the industry. I mean, even in the industry, I've met some amazing people, but in the whiskey community, especially on YouTube or TikTok or any social media platform, people are, well, they're drinking whiskey. So they're so great. They're so, supportive. And I mean, I've seen like a fellow friend of mine who has a channel. She raises thousands of dollars a year for Alzheimer's through whiskey community. When I decided to start doing this, I was very worried about my friends and how they might react, like that I was doing it. And they were like, what do you need? Let me show you how to use a camera.
Yeah, great.
I think that there's something to be said for, I'm assuming like you came from music and film. You're saying that community was very tight knit with you. I think people find their community where their passions are, and it is what you make of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, we've got VG, $5 says, cheer wow. Thank you for the super chat. Tim Iat, $10 super chat says, cheers. Thank you. These guys are getting in because they know we're going to do this giveaway soon. William Hall, because I miss you all. Cheers. William Hall. I mean, what is it Kathy Jo says? Legend. Glad you're here. Okay. William Davlar. So no sweater for Ellie. Wait, what? I missed something. Not this evening. Some friends are over and we are all in the living room. I don't know what he asked, but the patio. Got it. Yeah, no, she's not on the patio tonight. But pretty soon here, we're going to get a dog appearance because, Ellie's, she's an attention brat. It's fine. So you're thinking like you're going to do more expressions, but it sounds like you want to grow organically and take your time and do the stuff. Is that kind of what I'm gathering?
Exactly. Yeah. We want to take our time. We don't want to rush it. It seems like, then you run the risk of kind of not building the right foundation for it. So we want to take our time and do it right. And the idea with just one expression to start off with was to just kind of keep it simple and just.
You guys really nailed this. I'm not even kidding. Like, guys, it's lodestarwhiskey.com, right? Lodestar Whiskey. Okay. It's $45. It's good proof. I mean, it's a nice sipping proof. It's a nice budget, whiskey. And the blending on it is fantastic. I am so grateful because I was so afraid I wasn't going to like it. But I also really wanted to meet a couple of women who went, you know what? I didn't say I'm going to fight tooth and nail. I'm going to have a distillery and I'm going to do all this stuff. I mean, I'm not against that, but I feel like that's easy to feature. I want to see a woman who has 10 years in a different industry and went, you know what? Circumstances change and we love whiskey and we want to make whiskey that people love. No matter what people think, we're going to get outside the box. We're going to do some stuff and see how that goes. That's what like fuels me. Oh my God. So now that I've drank, I smelled it, I drank it. Now I'm back to nosing it. Now I'm getting the crust for the lemon meringue pie.
We're getting the whole pie.
Oh my God. So we've got, that wasn't the one I meant to do. Matthew Park says, I would say you are an excellent track for growth organically if you are getting involved Whiskey Tube like tonight. Yeah, Whiskey Tube is a huge thing. If you have an opportunity to go in and speak with some of these, especially the bigger channels, I would recommend that you do that. This is a good enough whiskey to go and talk with some of these larger channels because you are doing something different and you are transparent, which is so huge in our community. I would definitely say, reach out. I mean, like you've learned, there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, they might say like, this is not my jam, but then
Fair enough.
If you have a profile like mine, guys, then this is your jam. Okay, so I know I got some people in my living room. I think it's about dog time. I think we need to bring the dog out. And I also know these ladies, it's late for them. I mean, it's an hour earlier for them, but they're busy ladies. They got stuff going on. You guys are welcome to hang out while we do the giveaway. By the way, guys, we're going to wrap this giveaway up in 14 minutes. And then we're done. And then after that, we're going to do Patreon Plinko. So you guys still have time to get in. Any patrons by the end of that gets a chance to play Patreon Plinko. And then we'll do the giveaway. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Are we supposed to?
Yeah. We have a double whammy.
Oh.
Look who's here tonight. It's Mustard.
Go get
And
that.
Ellie.
We're gonna go.
Okay. And wait, we've got a third one. Everybody say hi, Captain Joe.
Hi. We have a triple whammy. You just have to wait for it. Hold on.
Okay.
Because we have a friend from Mustard.
Lodestar, a star that is used to guide the course of a ship, especially the pole star. So where did the name come from?
So Lodestar, like you just said, is a navigational star, or it's a person or an ideal that you navigate by. And our whole, this whole venture was born out of inspiration and passion, and that's something that we navigate by. And Lotta, this is
Okay, what is your dog's name?
Her name is Lotta.
Lotta. I love this. I love it so much. Holy shit. It's Mustard and CJ. Time to get ready. Here's the thing. We have a rule.
They're matching in red, by the way.
Yeah, they're matching in red.
Are you guys ready for the rule?
Yes.
The rule is every time a dog yawns on camera, you have to take a drink.
Oh, I need a glass.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll take this one. All right.
There's some Lodestar if you need it. Says, I'm on dog overload right now. All right, here we go. Fifth quarter tailgate.
Yep.
He comes in with a bunch of emojis. Mustard Ellie, Mustard Ellie. So this is Ellie. Say hi. She's bratty. And this is Mustard. She's sweet.
Mustard.
Oh my goodness. All right.
She's so cute. It's also the dachshund, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dachshund and Yorkie.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Everybody's saying hi to the doggies. CG with the volume hair on point tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So, I'll introduce you to Kathy Jo. So Kathy Jo used to be my partner in crime here on the channel. And then she graduated from college and life got full and she's on to her next chapter. But she still comes by every now and then.
Yay. Nice to meet you.
Scott Smith says, the wow dogs. All right. Be prepared. It happens more than you expect,
It
says
does.
Matthew Parks.
It does. And Mustard and Ellie were both so they're both exhausted. They should be yawning quite a bit.
Okay.
I'm
So
ready.
try it.
Okay.
Try this. That's Lodestar. And we have totally different palettes, so I'm very interested in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that like Whoppers flavor is so
Whoppers? Like
Yeah.
the candy
Yeah.
Whoppers? I didn't get chocolate on it at all. Really? I got the malt.
Malty. The Whoppers, they have malt in it, right?
Yeah, it's got that malted filling. Mustard Yarn says taste and sensibility. Everybody have a sip. This is why we don't bring them on until the end.
Right. Yeah.
And ladies, if at any time you need to dip out because it's getting late, we are never offended. We've got 10 minutes left for our giveaway.
I'm really excited to see what's in the mystery boxes.
It's fun. Oh, one entry for mustard doggy treat.
Oh. I'll give you a minty when we get home.
Have you
Jess is
done
so
this
good.
from the beginning, the mystery boxes?
Yeah, so the mystery boxes has kind of been, we love, like, we probably spend more on giveaways than we
That's probably true.
But we love being able to share things that maybe other people can't get in different places. So we make sure that they could get given to those people in one way or another if they win. So we do 2 at the end of the night, and their name gets randomly drawn, and they get to pick a mystery box. And if they don't like it, they can try one more time.
Oh,
We do that
cool.
twice. And then we do Plinko. The patrons get a chance to get their name drawn to play Plinko for things. Oh, Matthew Park says, now you have to come up with a new cocktail and incorporate the name Whoppers in it. With Lodestar?
That sounds like a fun challenge.
You guys, I have help with that.
Maybe
So, okay, you got Whoppers. What else did you get?
And then I handed it back to you.
You did, because I was drinking it.
It's got like a fluffiness to it.
Meringue?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Okay.
the,
I told you we have totally different palettes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The anticipation. Never
Okay.
mind.
I'm ready for my weird note.
Okay, let's hear the Kathy Joe note. Let's hear it.
Resin.
What?
Resin, like
Wait,
rosin.
which kind of
sorry,
resin?
I meant rosin. Different vowel, like rosin.
What's
Like
rosin?
bow rosin.
Like a fiddle?
Yeah.
That's resin.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
See,
resin.
now I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm second guessing myself.
But
like something waxy.
it smells, but that's waxy.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean. That's
It
new car. It's new car taste to me. I don't know. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom 30, don't forget about your homework. You got the homework. Good night.
Mm.
Whiskey Mountains, who is tracking this giveaway in the background. Bless her. She's amazing. She's the one I was saying raises money all the time for Alzheimer's through our community. Sad I couldn't hear as much of this as I had hoped. I will be re-listening to this.
Awesome.
She was over there tracking for that fundraiser.
Yawn.
Everybody drink.
It's over there.
She's amazing. Not only does she raise money for Alzheimer's, she's a scientist trying to cure Alzheimer's, and she's really good at her job.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so my second guess was right. Rosin.
Rosin.
Yes,
Okay.
Rosin. Okay.
I played the violin. I should have got that right. That tells you how good I was at the violin. All right. The last new car smell was 14 years ago, says Taste and Sensibility. All right. Kathy Joe,
Yes.
this is really muted, so I'm not gonna dub it out. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna pour it on a rock for you.
Okay. Chug.
Okay, that was mostly water. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let me know what you think of it on a rock. I might have to let it sit for just a second. I know you don't let it sit. Whiskey Mountains. Denise is in for 10 via Venmo. Thank you, Denise. Good luck to you. Here we go. It says drawing. Okay, drawing. Good luck. And then we've got Mark Coabel also in. Hopefully you tagged someone in that. I hope you tagged Whiskey Mountains in that with your number of entries. Mr. Great Shot is here. Mostly water, says Malum.
Okay. It's sat long enough. I'm trying.
Oh, the fundraiser must have ended. We got some people in chat. So let me just say this real quick because this is so important. If you miss this, I'm not a huge fan of high rye. I do like single malt. This blend that these ladies did of high rye and single malt is fantastic. It's Lodestar Whiskey, and that is lodestarwhiskey.com. And they've gotten so much press and so much stuff, and they just launched. So Lodestar. You know me, I'd tell you if I didn't like it. So good. So we have Anna and Wendelin on here. They are cousins. They co-founded and blended. And they had 10 years in music and film industry. And then COVID hit and they went, we love whiskey. Let's just make good whiskey.
I love that.
And they did it. It's fantastic.
Okay, new one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Almond butter.
What?
Almond butter.
With
Like
that
peanut
on
butter,
the
but
cube?
yeah.
Let's.
All right, hold on. No.
Yes.
I told you, we get all the different stuff.
We do, yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
excited to go
God.
into this cocktail guide and try some of them.
Yeah, they do. On their website, there's a bunch of different cocktails. I may steal a couple for Criminals and Cocktails. I'm always looking for unique stuff. I got to look at them.
Please do.
Des says, I only knew it was rosin because of the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Rosin up your boat. Thank you, Des. Yes.
Okay, 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. Then we're going to give away some free shit because that's what we do. We drink whiskey. We talk about it. We have some laughs. We have some dogs. And we give away free shit. Oh, Lee is in for 4 more. Just in the nick of time. Thank you, Lee. Good luck. Prescription Bourbon. Hi. How are you? Cheers. My dog went to bed without me. I'm so sorry. My dog does that, little brat.
Mine's trying.
Matthew Parks, cheers and drink water. Hydrate,
Smart.
hydrate. Let me check that entry. We got note says in for 4. Lee is in for 4. Okay. John Krantz is here. Have you been here? Did I miss you? I'm so sorry. Wait, I got a little bit left. Cheers. Tired AF, Brian. You should be. I thought you were getting rest. I mean, I'm glad you're here, Scott, but some rest.
Please.
He wants to see what happens with mystery boxes. That's what's going on. Look at them. These are best friends. They have play dates. I love your dog. How old's your dog?
She's a year. She's still little.
She's also long hair dachshund, but she's still growing. Her fur is still coming in.
She's so stinking cute. She's like, they could be cousins.
They really could. They really could. I thought when she was a year old, I was like, oh, yeah, no, she's done and her hair's where it's going to be. And I just pulled up pictures of her from a year ago and I was like, oh, no. She was not done
Yeah.
growing. The little
Yeah,
bridge paws are the best.
I know, right? The paws are the best.
I just love them.
Just as long as she doesn't yawn. Is your dog a yawner?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
So this all started because Mustard was yawning all the time. Ellie never really was much of a yawner. She was more of kind of a brat. And like, I was comfortable, zipped up in my dad's hoodie, and you made me come out here. I mean, she loves being here. She likes seeing everybody, but she's like, I'm not here for your entertainment. Her little dress? No,
Her little
they
dress
can
is
see
so
her little
cute.
dress. Because it's, oh, you're showing your bum.
I know you can't
Oh.
do that. Pull your dress back down.
Someone saw the Lodestar Papillon.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's a drink.
Lodestar Papillon. Holy moly. That is such good whiskey. Oh my God. Actually, I mean, there's really good whiskey. I mean, there's 10-year whiskey. There's good whiskey. That is a really good blend. Like that is so surprisingly rounded. Yeah. Okay, last minute entries. Oh no, we don't have any last minute entries. We are cutting it off. We're at that time. We're going to cut off the entries for mystery boxes. You have until we get done with mystery boxes. If you want to join Patreon, for $4 or more a month, then you might get a chance to play Patreon Plinko, but that only goes till the end of this, and then we cut that off. Mullum says, got an early meeting. Those dogs are forcing me to switch from barrel strength to 90 proof. I got a really good 90 proof right here. Who yawned?
Mustard did.
Mustard?
Yep,
I don't have
sorry.
any whiskey left
I know where
in
you
my
can find
glass.
some.
Yeah. Stop yawning. I don't need to chug Springbank, says John Graham. Don't chug the Springbank. Grab a yawn whiskey. I mean, I love Springbank. You can chug it if you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but all right. Adriana, what's our number? What's our number for mystery boxes? Holy moly, Don Rance is in the house. Hello. Coming in for the end. Good to see you.
Sometimes known as David Rants.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were drinking barrel proof.
I hit the Plinko board. It's cursed.
Every time we get together, the whole thing goes off. The whole thing goes off the rails. All right, 47 entries. Those are good odds, guys. 47 entries. All right, ladies, we're going to do this twice. So one of you pick the first number between 1 and 47.
Us?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13, right? 13?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I'm Macri more? Wait, Taste and Sense, but how you say that? Macri more, which is a dog whiskey. Macri more. Hold on, I'm gonna put this up. Somebody tell me what this says, because me and words, you know how that goes. What is that? What's that say?
Macri more?
I feel, Doug, I feel like you're gonna have to do the whole spell it out thing.
Phonetics.
Yes, a phonetic spin.
It's a peated. Oh, really? Denise Smith. Congrats. Denise, pick a number between 1 and 6. Which one of these boxes are we opening for you, darling? That's awesome. Team Millennial, says Aaron. Fine.
Aaron.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. 4. All right. I got it. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. So, Denise, this is, now you can try again. There's other boxes. This is a Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered. What is, she's going to want to know the proof, and I don't have my glasses on. What's it say?
57.55, so that goes up to 115.
115. Uncut, unfiltered Smoke Wagon. She says, keep. All right. All right. Congratulations. I don't have to take that far because you're walking in. She's walking in my door right now. Yeah.
Thank you.
She was one of the people out in my living room.
Oh, amazing.
It's a pretty bottle.
Uncut, unfiltered. Nice. And it's less than 100 proof. So
It's not. It's just over. Just over.
Okay.
Yep, just over 100 proof.
Okay.
Not bad though.
Then Scott can have some.
Okay, Scott can have some.
All right.
All right, go crack
Thank
it.
you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. That's hilarious. So just so you know, Adriana was in charge of that. That was not me. They just happened to be in my house. All right. So Denise owns the winery up the road, which is Sol Invictus, if you live locally. Sol Invictus Winery. Pretty darn good. I love them. They're kind of like you guys. They're like, we're local. They are retired military. And they were like, you know what? We love wine and let's do it different.
That's
That's right.
awesome.
Oh, and they do it different.
They
good.
do it different good. Yeah. Denise literally just walk in and take the bottle. Yeah, she did. Okay. Now if Tim it wins, it's rigged. That's true. Scott says it's a party in the living room. Oh, it is now. I'm probably just going to hang out here. All right. Yes, alcohol makes a community. All right. So taking that out, Adriana, what numbers are we at now for the final chance? 45 entries. So, Anna, that would be you to pick a number between 1 and 45.
41.
I'm sorry?
41.
41. Okay. Denise says, aim high. Mullum says, I'm on my way, just an hour away. Oh, what do you think about that?
There's wine open in there, Mollum. I'm just saying.
Rigged. They're all saying rigged. All right. Where's your paw? It's not in the sweater.
I don't need it. I'm in the.
All right. Mullum says you can do it in about 45. Or William says, Mullum, you can do it in 45. You know, we have a great support here locally, which is awesome. William Hall. The legend. He's not in my living room. Pick a number between 1 and 6. 1 and 6. Your ears need glasses, Michelle. Did I not hear something? Oh, because I went like this.
Hashtag Gen X.
Did you just give a Gen X? See, this is why she's not on my channel anymore. That's why. All right, William Hall says number 1, please. All right, here we go. Ready? I don't know if I can. You know what, Ellie Belly? Go see a friend.
Come here.
Okay. Here we go. William Hall.
Oh.
This is a sample set of small craft distilleries. Small craft distillery sample set. So if you think there's something better, you can absolutely try again. You get one more shot. So let me know. Dang, CJ coming in hot. I mean, it's Kathy Jo. She's a little hot. It's fine. No, I think he meant like
with the burns.
Yeah, because you're an ass.
Yes, I am.
It's okay, I love her. Laugh my ass off, and Kathy Jo is suddenly pushed off screen, and you hear bottles falling.
She would never sacrifice bottles just to get me back.
That's true. I will take that. I need some new juice. All right, we're going to check Patreon. We're going to see real quick and see if anything exciting happened, and then we're going to play some Patreon Plinko. All right, but first, let's show what was in the other boxes, shall we? Here you go, darling. She's fine. All right, Kathy Jo?
Oh, sure. All right, number 6. Oh, yay. It's a Wowie.
It's a Wowie Glen. It's a wee Glen.
And an Ellie Mustard coin.
And an Ellie Mustard coin. Going back in the bunker to give away.
Okay.
I know, Ellie Betty.
Number 5. Stozel.
It's the Women Whiskey Stozel Nosing Glass. Going back in the bunker to give away. Over here. Somebody missed out. Somebody missed out. We've got the Women Whiskey's leggings.
Oh, wow.
These are, I was really hoping Scott Pigsley would wear these because I want to see him sport them. But they're going back in the bunker to give away.
Maybe next time.
I mean, I know William Hall loves his. All right. And we have a High West Double Rye. Double Rye High West. What's funny is that's a limited release. This is a pick, a director's cut pick from a certain state that we don't talk about.
Finished in ruby port barrels.
Finished in ruby port barrels. This will go back in the bunker to give away. That was fun. So, I did not write down the winners. I'm going to do that right now before I forget. Ellie's on the bar. She's like, I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go, but I'm going to stand here and shake and look at you like, why? All right, William Hall won the sample set of craft whiskey.
And you have Denise with your smoke.
And then we got Denise, so I don't have to worry about it because she took that. Now we're going to play some Patreon Plinko. All right, baby dog.
I'm trying to give her 3
Oh,
horns.
don't give her the horns. You're worse than my husband.
Triceratops, maybe.
All right. Aaron Pierce still think I messed up when I passed on those leggings a couple weeks ago. You did. You did. You can get them on the website, but you could have had them for free, and you passed. It's fine. All right. Are we ready to play some Plinko? Those of you that are Patreon members, $4 a month or higher, you get an opportunity to play Plinko. So please, at this point, I gotta find it. You're gonna put hashtag Plinko in the comments right now. Hashtag Plinko. Let's play some Plinko. All right. Hey, I promised you guys. I promised. It's here. Are you ready? Don't judge me. I did it myself.
Patreon Plinko. It's the game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we'll make your day. Support the show. Enjoy the fun with the women of whiskeys. Cheers, everyone. Well, now you know. Yeah, it's time for Patreon Plinko.
Okay, it's that time, guys. It's that time. What'd you think of it? Okay, don't tell me. Never mind. It's fine.
I like it.
Oh, well, you know,
The only thing you missed was Mustard falling off of the stool on her own accord.
you threw the dog. You
throw her.
threw the dog. All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to go here. Whoops, no, we're not. We're gonna go here. I'm getting this stuff down. We're gonna share the screen. We're gonna share that screen. All right. I hope y'all got your Patreon Plinkos going. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I need music for this too. Whiskey Mountains. Oh my
Perfect.
gosh, I love that so much.
She worked her ass off today. She
She
deserves it.
is the tracking wrench queen. Adriana, let me know if we're doing A, B, C, D, E, or F. This is amazing. Let's see what we're playing for.
Yawn.
Yawn, everybody drink while we see what we're playing for.
That was a vocal yawn, so it was almost a chug.
Here's what we got. Oh, wait. We got to take that comment off. Nobody can see shit. Oh, she says, what? Make it go away, Michelle. I'm struggling. Oh, it's up here. It's.
That one right there, and then that one right there.
Oh my
Okay.
God. All right. My bad. Here we go. Women of Whiskey's leggings, Women of Whiskey's t-shirt, a Stoessel nosing glass, the Whiskey Thoughts journal and pen, a beanie, Just a Girl Who Loves Whiskey sweatshirt, a Wow daily bottle choice, and Cigar with a Chance of Whiskey hoodie. What's our bottle choice, you ask? I mean, it's not a craft whiskey, but why can't I make it go away? There we go. It is a 1792 single barrel. That's our bottle choice today. So I know I saw it. She said, don't hit end the stream button. All right, I did it twice. Twice I did it.
That
It's
include the
fine.
Easter egg hunt
Twi-
2 years ago.
Three times. I did it 3 times. It's fine.
Oh, she just said it again.
Okay, C, she says. All right, ready, Adriana? Here we go. A, B, C. 3. Oh, Whiskey Mountains gets
Da, da, da.
the Wow Stoessel nosing glass. All right, Adriana, I'll send it your way. I'm so excited you get this beautiful thing. It's going into box. Actually, I'm going to get her one that I didn't have my hands all
That's
over.
a good call.
So, all right. We've never done a repeat on Plinko, have we? Oh, we may have.
I mean, just last week.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So
All right.
the doors over there.
Um,
See y'all.
So, you guys remember that we talked about Lodestar. I may have kind of liked it. I'm just ladies, it's very good. Thank
We're
you.
glad you like it.
Thank you.
I'm very excited that you guys came on here and it By the way, guys, full disclosure, they did send me this so that I could try it. But you also know that I would literally just say it's not my jam. So 'cause everybody's profile is different. I very much like it. I'm super excited to see what you guys do. If you did all this in that short a period of time, I'm so excited to see what you guys do in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. That
Yeah.
means a lot.
Seriously, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put their website in the description here. It's been dropped many times. They've got cocktails on there. They've got press news and stuff that's been done. They've got a really cool backstory. And for like $45, you can pick up their bottle.
Whiskey.
Where are you guys distributed through right now?
We're selling only online. We're available all over the place, but we are currently just focused on Southern California.
Southern California. Okay.
If you order online, it'll ship to almost all the states. I think
Yeah.
there's like 3 states where maybe it's not allowed, but yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, check out their website. I really hope as your journey changes and shifts that you touch back with us and let everybody follow.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would love to.
That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys. I know that you guys have a lot going on and that 8 o'clock for you was a little late, and I appreciate you working with me on that time.
For
Of
sure.
course.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. All right, guys. I love the fact that I know there was an awesome fundraiser going on. I'm so glad you guys stayed and supported that. I didn't get to see what the final numbers were, but thanks for coming back here and checking stuff out. Special thanks to all the patrons. I literally seriously could not do this without your support. And I will see you next way. See you next way. Remember, there's no wrong way to drink your whiskey. You drink it how you like it and you share it with your friends.
Thank you for the way you make me feel. Just like a stolen car with a kid behind the wheel.